it's nice to be your host for this edition of Culture Mosaic for another insight into Vietnamese culture. In this episode, we will take a look at the art of making paintings from straw, scraps, fabric, wool and eggshells. And later in the show, let's talk to a Korean or American photojournalist about her latest photo collection. And stay with us until the end of the show for an insight into a joint sculpture and installation exhibition by Vietnamese, Belgian and American artists. But first, let's check out today's headlines. Paintings from natural materials. Former Hanoi expert exhibits her photos as a gift to old friends. And the house sculptural and installation exhibition features connections in contemporary art. Neither lacquer nor oil paintings will be featured in our culture and lifestyle this week, but rather paintings which are made from straw, scraps of fabrics, wool and eggshells. In utilizing natural materials, which are very easy to find, the painting not only displays a harmonization of color and form, it also showcases the artist's flexible arrangement and selection of materials. Let's now meet Nguyễn Đình Quân, a person who designs these types of paintings, and his group members to see the process of how these unique paintings are made.
Overcoming hundreds of youth initiatives at the National Entrepreneurs Festival of 2010, a student group from the University of Commerce and Hanoi Open University claimed the first prize with a most original, unprecedented and daring idea to transform seemingly mundane materials such as eggshells, straw or pebbles into artworks. It came as such a surprise that we won the award. This is an encouragement for us to pursue the path we have drafted, and a sign that our work matters and should be continued. In making these endearingly simple and lively artworks, the team prioritized the use of materials commonly found in daily activities. This does not mean the team members are easy and gratuitous when it comes to material selection. Leftover fabric is one of the painting's main materials, each kind of fabric coming with its own properties and attractions to depict different elements of a painting. The presence of a piece of fabric might determine the success of the entire piece itself. Eggshells might seem even more unlikely an art medium, but these youths sure know how to make full use of this material's grainy texture. To prevent the pieces from developing unwanted odors, the shells have to be processed in advance to deal with Vietnam's naturally humid climate. Material selection might very well be the most challenging step. You might need an entire week just for a little artwork. Some are relatively easy to gather, such as eggshells or sawdust. As for little herbs or plants, searching for them is an entire process. We must be ready to brave long distances and hot terrains to get to some remote regions to fetch them back. We also need to watch out for when they are in season. Once the sketches are drafted out on a woodblock, the next challenge is to assemble the gathered materials into one complete artwork. This is the process requiring the highest amount of minute work and precision as well as creativity. Nguyễn Đình Quân and his friends, however, take a clever route by figuring out how to push each element to or past the limit of its potentials. That way, yarn threads turn into miniature roads, dried leaves and eggshells into ancient roofs, and fabric scraps into thick canopies and lampposts, hay straws into a field at full harvest. The manual nature of the work also leads to no two pieces being the same, especially in color combination. I'm making a piece depicting one of Hanoi's old streets. I am making use of several kinds of materials here, most of them readily available in the wild. This is how they will be put together. The walls will be made from different kinds of eggshells, from chicken, duck, and even quail eggs. Different shell varieties evoke different shades, and I try to choose them accordingly. The roofs are made from red velvet pieces, which I will roll up and put into sort of a mosaic. As for these tree trunks, I will use actual tree barks for maximal realistic depiction. As for the sawdust, they will be used to cover the roads. This painting collection runs quite an astonishing gamut of styles, from landscapes to children's paintings to abstract works. The group's efforts not only quench their desire for artistic creation, but also shows their determination to protect the environment at large.